Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmosphere of our world around us, and recently just doing some other things. In the meantime I was listening to one of the debate between one of the Polish political thinker currently active, Mr. Adam Wielomski, and his younger friend, conservative Catholic thinker, Mr. Mariusz Skrobała, my namesake, by the way. But Mr. Wielomski and Mr. Skrobała were discussing the idea of empire through the history of Europe, especially since medieval times till today. And Mr. Wielomski said that current European Union is a sort of farce of the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation, because of course it's not Catholic, it's not Christian, it's not conservative, but it's fully, in my opinion, neo-Marxist socialist agenda with holy climate and holy LGB whatever pseudo-religions, quasi-religious theories. And Mr. Wielomski was partly joking, partly telling the truth that we have our empress in the European Union, Ursula von der Leyen. And Mr. Skrobała was trying as a very decent and avid Catholic. He wanted to say that, yeah, maybe there are some similarities, but Holy Roman Empire of German nation and Carolingian monarchy and medieval universalism, it was not the same, because there was a long-lasting order based on Christianity, conservative values, and there was a conflict between Pope and Emperor and so on. Yes, everything true. But here I agree in this debate with more with Mr. Wielomski that sort of solutions like empires or universal structures like emperor of the entire Christendom or caliphate in Islamic world, maybe they sound fancy, maybe they look gorgeous on the maps or in historical books, but in practice, huge structure, it's not so practical, it cannot fix the local problems and cannot guarantee better conditions of life functioning for local populations, because general and imperial international structures think about huge ideas that do not serve people but only serve the ruling elite, that it's by definition quite narrow. So if we want to have the state structure to be more functional and more useful to people living in the territory which this structure rules over, and if we want to have some power that would be a little bit achievable and a little bit listening to the people, we need to have something like national state. Empire will never do it because it's too huge, and empire has different goals. And also universal structures like empire of Christendom, like Carolingian monarchy or papacy or caliphate in Islamic world, they never go down to the local problems because they are dealing with ruling the world or huge part of the world like Christendom or Dar al-Islam, so the word of Islam, or Islamicate, as Mr. Hodgson called this structure in his fabulous books about Islamic civilization. So in this discussion between empire and national state, of course, as a person who likes something that maybe sounds nice but has to be practical and work in the reality which is around us, I select living in and supporting national state, because only national state, where we define the nation as a people belonging to one community that has coherent goals and common customs, and a nation is like a project to which one can belong to or not. But I prefer such solutions because only such solutions are efficient enough to solve the problems of local populations and provide them good conditions to live and to develop. Empires always think about big ideas that are not necessarily well connected to the local and daily life problems of people. And the European Union currently is a great example of a farce of medieval universalism with neo-Marxism on the place of Roman Christianity, so we can say Catholic theology and social teachings. So we have, instead of saints, we have religion, faith in the climate change and some renewable energy, which is also a lie and complete idiocy, because as a chemist physicist I can tell you there is no renewable energy, because if we use some energy we produce, it's always transferred into heat in some form that we cannot use it anymore for our purposes, and there is no way to, in quotation, renew it. So we see that European Union can be considered as a farce, a really miserable farce of the medieval universalism, Christian universalism, or a sort of universalism in the form of caliphate which we had in the Islamic world, also in mainly medieval times, Abbasid, Umayyads, and later following Abbasids and so on. After the collapse of the Abbasid Caliphate, even before, when their beautiful empire was defragmenting, was undergoing the defragmentation, the title of Caliphate was only empty title with not so much political power and meaning. So coming back to the conclusions, yes, only national state with each limited area, defined goals, and very well defined populations, which also have some common goals, can provide proper conditions for the populations within the state to develop and actually expand further in form of numbers and have relatively good and safe life. Empire will never do it because elite of the empire is working on its own and it's emancipated from local populations, and it's working for the imperialistic big ideas that are not connected in the local affairs, that are too low and too minor, too meaningless for these elites to work on them and to think about them even. All the best, have a nice day, bye.